Hello Virgo, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your yearly tarot forecast for year 2018. I'm going to draw one card for each month and one additional card which would represent the whole year in total. This reading is a general reading. This reading is for the Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon and Virgo Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign as well. For this reading, I'm using Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. And I'm just shuffle a little bit more. I've just reshuffled the cards before I started this recording. And then we go ahead and draw your cards. In my future monthly readings in year 2018, I'm going to use these cards which I'm drawing now so we can see actually how the situation develops for you. And the main card of the year is the Four of Pentacles. And in January we have Three of Pentacles. February we have Ten of Wands. March we have Eight of Cups. April we have Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords, sorry. April we have Knight of Wands. Oh, sorry, it was May. And then June we have Ten of Cups. January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, okay. July we have Seven of Wands. August we have Three of Wands. September we have the Star card. October we have the Chariot. November we have Ten of Swords. And December we have the Fool. Okay, let's see what we have. The main theme of the year is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, it tells you, dear Virgo. First of all, Pentacles is your sign. It's very earthy energy, being down to earth, anything which connected with the money, with financial resources. And Four is a very balanced figure. It's a card of security or balance, of having a secure base, very sort of everything in equilibrium. Four of Pentacles tells me that financially you will be balanced. I'm not saying that there will be excess of money in general in year 2018, but everything, your financial books will be balanced. You might be a little bit holding too tight with your money, but there must be reasons for that. Nothing wrong with that. Some people say, you shouldn't be keeping your money too close, but sometimes we do need to do that. And maybe it's good for you this year to be a bit tight with your money, watch what you're spending, holding tight. Sometimes they call this card as the Misère card, someone who is very tight with money in general. But because this card comes as the main theme of the year, I think it's just this year you need to be very careful with what you're spending on, dear Virgo. And in January we have a card of Three of Pentacles, which tells me it's a card of apprentice card, someone who started something new, maybe in business, and doing really well. And he's been commissioned to do something, and he is actually producing a really good job. It will be recognized for your job, actually. People will be happy, they will be telling you about maybe your managers, maybe a place where you work, whatever you will be asked to do in January, you will do it really well and you will be recognized for that. Sometimes this card tells me that you're working in a team. There could be a team of 3 people or maybe more people, and you will be doing very well as well. So if it's relationship, I don't think there is anything about the relationship with this card, because there's no love cards, love interest at that moment. So yes, I think in January it's all more concentration again about the money, about finances. It's building secure future, building financial security for yourself. And then we go to February, and we've got 8 of Wands, fiery energy. Wands represents fire, creativity, but in this particular case, in this particular card, tells me about communication. Will be a lot of communication, and there also talks about traveling by air sometimes, this eight of Wands. Maybe you will be traveling in February, or there will be a lot of messages coming backwards and forwards, either by internet, emails, texts, WhatsApp messages. It's all about communication in February, and it's very fast energy. There will be passionate energy. There will be a lot of fire, a lot of passion in this communication. It's not fighting or anything. It's just being very passionate of what you're doing, and maybe sending messages backwards and forwards about that. And then we go into March, and I've got the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is card of leaving everything behind and moving forward. Again, it's a positive card. It's a card when we deciding that we're going to leave what didn't serve us, what caused us grief, what caused us trouble, what caused us depression, upset, and we decided to turn our back to all these troubles and deciding to move forward, leave all that. It could be mental movement. It's when we just mentally deciding that it's a good time for us to leave all the negativity and start adopting more sort of positive thinking. Maybe spiritually, going through spiritual development and deciding to be more positive and adopting more positive thinking. Or physically, you decided that, that didn't serve me, either this job didn't serve me. It's time for me to move forward. I'm going to turn my back. If we're talking about relationship, then you decide that maybe, this relationship only brings me, grief. And there's no happiness in this relationship. It's time for me to turn my back to this relationship and move forward, and maybe, look forward into the future, and, see what future brings me, maybe more happiness. And that's about the March. Again, it's water energy over here as well. Water is Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. So maybe maybe you will turn your back on someone who is Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio person, or maybe your manager is a water sign or whatever. But yes, it's deciding to move forward. But in April, obviously, that decision will be done. You will try to move forward, but in April you will feel all trapped. It feels like imprisonment. But Swords, it's all talking about what happens in our head. It's all about our mental activities. It's our conscious, subconscious, our thoughts process. And you feel trapped, mentally trapped. You're probably thinking and going all in circle. And it's like, one of my colleagues expressed it. She said, it's like a washing machine in my head, going on and on and on. And that's how you feel. You feel trapped. You feel like you can't move forward any further. All you need to remember, dear Virgo, that it's all in our heads. We need to take that blindfold, and because you are not literally being trapped. You haven't been, there's no ropes on your hands, there's blindfold. You can take it off and see clearly where you need to go, what you need to do, and what's the path to take, because the Swords, they're not physically sort of imprison you. It's just all in your head. And I think you will do, because you come in May as with the Knight of Wands. All the Knights are talking about movement forward. And this one is a very fiery sign. Wands are about, it's Leo, Aries or Sagittarius person, or, just their energy over there. It's moving forward with all your passion. So you obviously will listen to what I'm saying. I will take your blindfold in April, and you will find that way forward, and you will move with all your passion, or maybe you will start something creative. It's creative, or it could be a romantic relationship, as I said, with someone who is Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, quite a young person as well, because Knights represents much more younger sort of generation. But this person he's got a fire in his heart. He's very passionate and very creative as well. So yeah, it's all very nice. So you will listen and you will move forward with whatever you were thinking of doing in the previous months. You will take it and take it forward, and that will bring you an ultimate happiness in your home, in your environment, in your family, wherever you, in your environment really. Ten of Cups is the card of ultimate happiness, wish fulfillment card. So watch out, month of June, and it's a very, very happy month for you. If you notice, there's 10 cups. Each cup is full of emotions. All the emotions are positive. It's full of love, maybe romantic. Maybe this Knight of Wands will come into your life. Fire sign who will bring that happiness to you. And there is a couple on the picture, and they're very happy in their home, in their house. Maybe you will decide to build a house, to build, not just physically build, but to build that union and have a house together, maybe move in together, and you will be very, very happy. In July, you will have to stand for yourself. Whatever will be progressing, either it was your work position or in relationship, you will have to stand for yourself. It's a card of warrior, someone standing there and trying to defend what is yours. If you are at work, you will have to stand for yourself, for what you think is right and what you deserve. If you're expecting, if you have been diminished a little bit at workplace, in your position in an office somewhere, you will need to stand for yourself and tell maybe your bosses or someone that that's you are quite happy to do this and that, but you need to be recognized for that, either monetary, by pay rise, or by some other sorts of maybe promotion or some other ways. This card also tells that you need to protect everything which belongs to you. Your house, your possessions, your relationship. You need to be a big man, or big, for women, that's just metaphorically a big man, and just stand there and protect what you think is yours, your family. And you will be doing it really well, dear Virgo, in the month of July, because you're in a quite advantageous position where whoever is trying to attack you, they won't be able to reach you, because you will be slightly in a slightly better position than your people who are trying to attack you. I don't want to say enemies, because they might not be enemies. It might be just people very passionate and they're saying something, and you will just try to sort of defend yourself. And we go into the August very successfully. Three of Wands is the card of being very entrepreneurial. It's a card of working for yourself, having a business, and working really hard wherever you're working, to be honest, not just for yourself. If you're working even in an office, maybe you put a lot of hours in some sort of project, and now it's time for you to get the results of your hard work, the results of your labor. If you notice, this person, he stands there on the shore and he waits for his ships to arrive. The ships will bring him those goods, he built those ships, he sent them into the sea, and now these ships are bringing him his goods. And that is the metaphorically about you. You worked really hard, you put a lot of hours, whatever it is, even if it's relationship. Sometimes we work really hard on relationship, and it's time for us to get the results of this hard work in a form of maybe having a very happy and loving environment, being in harmony with each other. because we understand each other. You know, every marriage, every relationship is a hard work. Or is it your business, your project, I don't know what you're doing, something like this, but you worked really hard in the past and it's now time for you to get the results of your hard work. And we go to September, fantastic card, the Star. It's a card of healing. If over there you decided to turn, it's just underneath the March, where you decided to turn your back on everything which didn't serve you. And in April you felt all trapped, the Virgo, and you had to defend everyone in July, defend yourself actually in July. Then in September you will be healing. The wishes, all your wishes will be fulfilled. The Star card sometimes tells of you being as a star yourself. Not actually like maybe on television, you know, TV star, but maybe just even in your own household, even among your circle of friends or family. It's someone who is, people drawn to this person because he's like a star. He attracts people around him. It's like maybe even having a little Christmas party or whatever it is, where people don't want to go without you. They all think, are you coming? Or if you're coming, I'll come. That's being sort of a star of your little environment, because people are drawn to you. It's also a card of mysticism. It's a star is a dreams, mystery. If you are into something, some mystic sort of, maybe you are doing tarot cards as well, or astrology. That's also will be very significant for you in September. But it's a major arcana card. Will be have a very significant influence for you that month, in month of September, dear Virgo. And we go to the October with the Chariot card again, another major arcana card. The Chariot is the sign of Cancer, maybe Cancer. I forgot to say, sorry, that in September we have the star is sign of Aquarius, so maybe Aquarius person will be significant. And in October it's a card of Cancer. Cancer person could be significant for you in October. Or you will be in charge of your life. In October will be a very good month when you will be able to move. Whatever you want to move forward, you will be able to move it. You will be ruling your life, ruling the project, ruling your business, ruling your, you know, whatever you want to move, you will be able to do it. There's a star on the top of this person. You will be shining like a star. It's a sign of victory. So if there is something there, you know, you try to be victorious, you will be victorious in the month of October. Very, very nice, successful months. And then we have in November a little bit of, you know, some negativity, but it's the first really negative card in a whole reading, in a whole year. It's being stabbed in your back, it's being betrayed by someone or something, and feeling really dead, not literally, but feeling dead, feeling really upset. You know, bleeding, like bleeding with emotions, negative emotions, and you know, having all that negativity in your life. The only positive I can say about this card that it's number 10, and 10 is the end of the cycle. So it's and also it's not minor arcana. It will come and go. It's not a major arcana, which has got quite significant effect. You might feel very upset that month of November because it will be very unpleasant. But it's the end of the cycle. After 10, you will start with the 0. Like in December, you will revive. The period of troubles will be over. And also, similar to the 8 of Swords, when I was talking about swords as being everything in our head, it's similar here. It's not going to be physical sort of abuse or anything, assault. It's all in your head. You feel betrayed. I know it's very easy for me to say that, you know, I just close that door and move on. Actually, the mental and emotional traumas are much harder to heal than any physical ones. You know, I know that better than anyone because I'm a counselor and a psychotherapist. psychologist, so I do understand how the emotional traumas are working, and I know it's very easy for me to say just close this chapter, move on, but you need to heal. You've got that Star card, you've got the Chariot, which is moving forward, and what's even better, you've got the Fool card, where the Fool card is a number 0. 0, it's like starting from completely blank page, starting from complete new beginning, and being very courageous, taking that leap of faith, starting a new chapter in your life, and maybe taking in December that New Year resolution and deciding to leave all the troubles and start anew. You're also not going to take too much possessions with you, neither mental possessions, I mean like negative emotions, that's what I mean. I'm not talking about the physical ones. You're not going to, it's similar to this 8 of Cups, when you turn your back to all the negativity and move on. And here you will decide that you don't need any baggage with you, any emotional baggage anymore, and you will just move forward. Fantastic, fantastic card, dear Virgo. Well, it's quite interesting year for you, very sort of lot happening. Remember about the main theme of the year, keep money close to yourself, try not to spend too much. There will be ups and downs, but nothing particularly drastic, apart from month of November. Just watch out. I recommend you watch this video during the year, so you can sort of see how the year progresses and how it resonates with you. I will be using each card for each month in my future readings, monthly readings in year 2018. And if you would like to elaborate and have a private reading with me, please contact me through my Facebook, through by email, or through my webpage. I'm available too for the private readings. And otherwise, I'll wish you the best in year 2018, dear Virgo. Wish you a very, very happy new year. And thank you very much for watching, and speak to you soon. Bye.